What is going on, everybody? Zionic here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some battles submitted to the channel by a member of the community, Vario. So shout out to them, thank you for these battles. And they're bringing an awesome Open Ultra League team here with the core of Snorlax and Giratina Altered in the back. It comes at no surprise, Giratina Altered is a fantastic Pokemon. It has been a staple of the Open Ultra League for a long time. So we're going to see how this battler utilizes this team and bringing Dragon Breath Gyarados on the lead as well with that Legacy Community Day move of Aqua Tail. Puts a lot of pressure, does a lot of neutral damage against the meta, so we'll have to see how this team performs. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this team and these battles, and how is Ultra League overall, Premier or Open, going for you this season. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Togekiss. Somewhat of a decent matchup right here, but what's unfortunate is Charm just does so much damage while Dragon Breath is resisted. So what they're doing is building up to a potential Hydro Pump right here. I'm going to go ahead and go for the back-to-back Aqua Tails. This is still going to do a lot of neutral damage and could potentially get a shield because they may fear the Hydro Pump. They do get a shield right there. Charge move now coming through. This is going to be that Ancient Power. They're going to go ahead and shield themselves. Again, they're going to be taking quite a bit of damage, and they want to do more chip damage. They have so much energy. Oh, can they build up to 2 more? No, they can't. They got to throw the Aqua Tail right away. This is going to be chipping away the health and likely not getting a second shield here from Togekiss, but that does quite a bit of damage right there, and they're likely going to be coming in on the Snorlax to farm down with Lick. Now, Charm is still absolutely chunking, and they're going to have to save that shield for Giratina Altered in the back. Oh man, Togekiss able to get to the charge move. This could potentially be a Flamethrower as well, which would do quite a bit of neutral damage. It is Flamethrower that chunks the Snorlax right there, so Snorlax is extremely low. We'll have to see what comes in. It's going to be a Swampert right here. So building up the Body Slam is going to go ahead and go for one right here. It's going to do a decent amount of neutral damage. Likely not get a shield here from the Swampert, but Snorlax has so much energy right here that it could get to the Outrage. It does get to the Outrage in time. Is this going to land? Is it going to be enough to KO the Swampert? We'll have to see. It does land for a lot of damage. Not able to KO right there, but Swampert able to get off the Hydro Cannon. That's going to be taking out Snorlax. So hopefully whatever's in the back, Giratina Altered can handle right here. It has access to Shadow Claw, has the fast move, gain energy very quickly, and it's off against Registeel. This is the Open Ultra League, everyone. You guys are going to see those legendaries all around. Charge move now coming through. It's going to be that Flash Cannon. Does a lot of neutral damage in the matchup and really starts to chunk away. But thankfully, this Giratina Altered here has Shadow Claw, which is going to allow it to spam charge moves right here, that being Shadow Sneak, and it gets the shield on the first one. That's actually a pretty good call by the opponent, considering that they will likely only be throwing Shadow Sneaks until the very end, right? You want to shield bait at the end with Dragon Claw because the energy difference is just enough to maybe throw an edge right there. So they're going to go ahead and build up. Going to go for Shadow Sneaks now. This is going to do quite a bit. No, not quite a bit. It's going to do a decent amount of neutral damage, but really, this is definitely going to be tough. As you guys can see, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Registeel is going to have to throw 2 more Flash Cannons in order to win this matchup. Swampert's gone. It's coming down to the wire right here. Shadow Sneak versus Flash Cannon. Can they get to 2 in time? Here comes another Shadow Sneak. Flash Cannon now coming through. This is not going to be enough to KO, but man, this is going to get really, really close. So it does get Giratina Altered very low. Shadow Sneak now coming through. It's going to be a race to the final charge move. I think Registeel has enough energy to get to the final Flash Cannon right here. Hopefully they didn't overload, but it's going to be a race. Can they get to the Dragon Claw? They're going to go for the Dragon Claw right here. This is going to do resisted damage, but is it going to be enough to KO the Registeel right here? Yes, it is, and Giratina Altered able to show why it is so dominant there in Open Ultra League. So good first battle. Moving to the next one, we have Gyarados versus Swampert on the lead. Pretty positive matchup here for the Gyarados, considering Dragon Breath does a lot of neutral, and they're going to be resisting those Hydro Cannons. They have to watch out for Sludge Wave, though, but most Swamperts in Open Ultra will be running with Earthquake, which is why we're seeing Hydro Cannons now come through for resisted damage. They can go ahead and build up to that Crunch right here. Another charge move coming through. It's going to be that Aqua Tail, or not Aqua Tail, sorry, Hydro Cannon, which they are going to be able to resist, and then the Gyarados right here should be able to get to a back-to-back Aqua Tail. Put a lot of pressure on this Swampert to shield. Aqua Tail does neutral because of that groundwater typing, right? So here comes that first Aqua Tail. Does quite a bit right there. Able to get to the second in time. This is going to put huge pressure on them to want to shield right here. Otherwise, they're going to be losing switch advantage. They don't shield. Able to take switch advantage right there, and we are going to see an Alolan Muck now come in. Now, this Alolan Muck can farm down, but it's actually going to have to throw energy or at least shield right here because Aqua Tails and Dragon Breath is really going to add up. So as you guys can see, that's already 50% health, and they can't farm down. They're going to have to throw their energy. But this Gyarados is looking to shield. They know how much damage Dragon Breath can do, and they can put a lot of pressure on a shield right here by getting to that Aqua Tail potentially. Yes, they can with 1 HP right here. This should be getting the shield from a Alolan Muck, able to get it extremely low so that Snorlax can come in and farm down right here. Now, Snorlax with Lick, the damage will be resisted, right? The Ghost to Dark typing right here. But what's great is it's low enough that they can farm so much energy. And we saw what Outrage did to a backline with Swampert in Game 1. So let's see what this much energy can do here in Game 2. So another charge move coming through. It's going to be that Dark Pulse, not enough to KO, but it's still going to put a lot of pressure on the Snorlax to want a shield. Hopefully they can farm down in time. Yes, they can. So another situation, Snorlax is low, and we are going to see a Clefable being the final Pokemon. This is unfortunate. Clefable with Charm not only shreds through Snorlax, but it shreds through Giratina Altered. So I think this might be a good game. Can they get to another Body Slam? No, they cannot. That is very unfortunate right there. So now it's going to be up to Giratina right here. Can they close out? Shadow Sneak is going to be doing neutral damage in the matchup, and they can't. Dragon Claw won't be doing enough damage, right? It's going to be resisted because of the Fairy typing. So they're going to go ahead and shield the Meteor Mash right here, and hopefully Giratina Altered can finish this game out. They're going to go for the Dragon Claw shield bait. This is their only hope and prayer, is to save as much energy as they can and hope to get a shield right here, which they do. So now they're going to build up and go for Shadow Sneak. Is this going to be enough to KO? I think it's going to be very, very close, but considering Charm doesn't gain energy very quickly, I think the Giratina Altered might have this one with fast moves alone. Wow, able to win, one fast move away from losing right there, and that is going to be a good battle. All right, moving into the next one. Let's see how this battle goes. We have Gyarados on the lead versus Articuno. Very tough matchup right here. Ice Shard and Icy Wind are going to be doing a lot of neutral damage, lowering the attack of Gyarados in this matchup. But Gyarados on the flip side can apply so much pressure with Aqua Tail, especially before an Icy Wind comes in right here, because it's going to do quite a bit of neutral damage. Gets a shield as well. This is also pretty solid considering they can keep this Articuno away from the Giratina Altered, which would absolutely get wrecked by it. Attack did fall right there. Obviously, it's that Icy Wind, and they're going to be able to get to another Aqua Tail in time. And this is going to do some more neutral damage, but I don't imagine we'll see a shield here from Articuno. I'd be very surprised if they shield. The attack is lowered, and it does land for a decent amount of chip damage right there. And Articuno could potentially farm down. No, it cannot. Able to get to another Aqua Tail in time. This is going to put some pressure on Articuno to want to shield right here. We'll have to see. No, they let it go through. Able to barely hold on. Dragon Breath might be able to finish off. Wow, Articuno holds on with 1 HP in a dream. Snorlax is going to come in and soak this Icy Wind right here. Still 2 shields up here for Varios. And we have some alerts now coming in. Be sure to back up your iPhone, everyone, but now we're going to see Snorlax now against the Swampert. We saw this matchup before, but again, this time, Icy Wind lowered the attack, which means Outrage is not going to do as much damage, but they do have 2 shields ready to go. We'll have to see what the final Pokemon is as well. They're going to go ahead and build up to that Outrage, and they're going to swap on Charge Move into Giratina Altered. That's incredible because we know this is going to be that Hydro Cannon right here, which will be resisted because of that Dragon typing, which is nice. Now we see a Giratina versus Giratina Mirror, but what's great here for Varios is they have 2 shields in this matchup. Yes, they have a bit less health, but that extra shield is really going to help out. They can spam Dragon Claws right here, which is going to be doing super effective damage in the mirror fight. So Dragon Claw now coming through. We'll have to see if they get a shield from the opponent. I imagine we'll see the final shield go up, which we do. That's really, really awesome for them. But remember, they still have a lot of loaded energy. They have an Outrage and almost 2 Body Slams on Snorlax in the back. They are going to use their second shield right here. So all shields are gone. It's Giratina Altered versus Giratina Altered, spamming those Dragon Breaths right here, or Dragon Claws right here. We'll have to see. Maybe they may try to swap out right here. They're going to go for another Dragon Claw. Able to get to it in time. This should be enough damage to take out Giratina Altered right here. I imagine it's very, very low. Yes, enough damage to take it out. Swampert is going to be coming back in. It's going to have to throw its energy. They're going to go ahead and throw the Dragon Claw right here. This is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage in the matchup and get it low enough so that Snorlax can land that Outrage right here, and they can't swap into it because Hydro Cannon might be able to take him out. They're able to get to another Dragon Claw. This has to be, I think, an Earthquake in order for it to take out. I think it could survive with Hydro Cannon. Yeah, it does take it out. And then they're, oh no, they go for the Body Slam right here. They had an Outrage ready to go, but Body Slam is still going to do quite a bit of neutral damage in the matchup, and they're going to be able to finish off with fast moves alone, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Moving into the next one, let's see how this battle goes. We have Gyarados on the lead versus Swampert. Pretty positive matchup like we saw earlier. and it's all about what that Swampert has as a charge move, and if they decide to shield, right? This is just going to be a Hydro Cannon. That was way too quick to be a Sludge Wave right here, so not going to shield. It is going to be resisted. And again, Gyarados going to be applying a lot of pressure with Dragon Breath, and we see a swap now into Articuno, so they're going to be able to build up to 2 Aqua Tails right here. Oh man, the Gyarados is struggling to get off fast moves right there, but Aqua Tail in this matchup still does a lot of neutral damage, could apply a lot of pressure. They do get a shield, which is really solid. Able to get to another one right here. This is going to be applying even more pressure and chunking the health here of Articuno. And Articuno really can't farm down. They are going to throw the Icy Wind, and Gyarados is going to go ahead and let it go. So Snorlax is likely going to be coming in right here, right? You want to keep away the Giratina. Oh, they save the Gyarados. They decide to swap it out. So utilizing Gyarados potentially at the end of the game as a potential sack swap or third shield, as we like to call it. Icy Wind's now coming through, going to be chunking the health here of Snorlax and lowering the attack. But saving that Gyarados is a really nice call, because once you're out of shields, you can still utilize that Pokemon to sacrifice and soak a charge move if you can time it well from your opponent. So Body Slam's now coming through, not going to KO, but it's still going to do a decent amount of damage. Another Icy Wind comes through. That's unfortunate, but they're going to go ahead and invest both of their shields here into the Giratina Altered and hope that whatever they have in the back they can take out with a shield advantage. And we are going to see Cresselia. They can't swap out right here. Snorlax's damage as well is extremely lowered, so Body Slams will not be doing a lot. But in tandem with Lick damage, I think it can really start to chunk the health here of Cresselia. Now, as we see right there, Body Slams are doing nothing. I think there was 2 Icy Winds that landed here on Snorlax, so the attack is extremely lowered. Body Slam only does a decent amount of chip damage, but if it can get to 50% health, it's looking pretty strong. Another Body Slam is coming through. And I don't think this Cresselia will have enough health to potentially farm down completely. I think it's going to have to throw. And it does throw right here. So this is probably going to be a Moonblast, I imagine. Maybe Grass Knot. No, it's going to be a Future Sight right there, able to take out Snorlax. So now Giratina Altered is going to be coming in, doing super effective damage with Shadow Claw. Has to watch out for Moonblast, right? It will be doing super effective because the Fairy typing against a Dragon typing right here. They do successfully block the Moonblast right there. They're going to go ahead and load up on energy. We are going to see the Swampert now come in. So Giratina Altered has to face off here against Swampert and Cresselia, both of which have a really hard-hitting charge move. Earthquake on that Swampert, Moonblast on the Cresselia. So this is where that third shield comes in right here. No, they didn't catch it right there. That is unfortunate. Good timing right there, though. That was likely going to be the Earthquake. This is now probably going to be the Earthquake right here. Going to put a lot of pressure on them to want to shield. They're going to go ahead and let it go through. It was the Earthquake. Does a massive amount of damage. And they're going to have to build up and throw the Dragon Claw right now. Put pressure on your opponent to want to shield right here. Otherwise, Dragon Claw will be taking them out. They don't get a shield, so they take out the Swampert. It's Cresselia versus Giratina Altered right here. Both will have to get to 2 charge moves, but Giratina Altered with Shadow Claw gains energy so quickly and able to spam Dragon Claws right here. We'll be getting the final shield there from Cresselia. Moonblast now coming through, it can safely shield, and I think it needs to do one more fast attack to get off the Shadow Sneak to secure that victory right here, and it does. One more fast attack, gets the Shadow Sneak. Because of that Psychic typing, it's going to be doing super effective damage and taking out the Cresselia, and that is going to be a good battle. So Giratina Altered showing why it's so dominant there in Open Ultra League. Alright, moving into the next battle, we have Gyarados on the lead versus Giratina Altered. Really positive matchup actually right here because of Dragon Breath. We see a swap now into Articuno. So they do have Snorlax in the back to do pretty decent against Giratina Altered, especially since he's running Outrage on it. Plus they have their own Giratina Altered. So this is actually an ideal matchup for Gyarados to apply a lot of pressure with Dragon Breath and Aqua Tail before that Icy Wind comes in. Sadly, one fast move away from Aqua Tail right there. So Icy Wind is not going to be enough to KO, but man, in tandem with Dragon Breath and Aqua Tail, they should be putting a lot of pressure here on that shield and look to come in and farm with Snorlax for some energy. So Aqua Tail now coming through, doesn't get the shield, so Dragon Breath might be able to finish off right here. No, they're going to go ahead and throw their energy. That's fine. Snorlax can safely come in and farm down before an Icy Wind will likely come through and lower its attack, and it could really surprise. Oh, they're going to bring in the Giratina Altered and actually farm down. That is risky, but hey, you got to risk it to get those biscuits, right? We're going to see double ice in the back, and they swap out into the Giratina Altered into a Snorlax, which is unfortunate for them. Snorlax is looking really solid now in this matchup, and it has access to Outrage everyone. Please land it right here with 2 shields. Do it for the video, please. Charge move now coming through. It's going to be another Dragon Claw. Again, if you're Giratina Altered, you do not want to be throwing your Ghost type moves, that being Shadow Claw or Shadow Sneak here against Snorlax because of that normal typing. But Outrage now coming through. How much damage is this going to do? Boom! boom! It does a decent amount of damage. It's a Snorlax versus Giratina, but obviously massive super effective damage in that matchup. They're saving their shields because they're going to need it for that Lapras, likely versus Giratina Altars. They're going to be able to farm down right here, which is really nice. They can go for body slams to apply a lot of pressure, chip away health, and they're definitely going to need it. Now Lapras may want to try to commit to the farm down right here. They do decide to shield as well. That's a huge shield there for Snorlax. They had to respect the potential superpower that Snorlaxes could run. So another body slam coming through. They know the moveset now. This shouldn't be getting a shield. No. Lapras is going to have to commit to that farm down to get as much energy as it possibly can. But this is where Snorlax can spam body slam right here. Could potentially get a final shield as well. We'll have to see. No, it doesn't get a final shield. They're going to swap into their Giratina Altar now, and this is definitely a more ideal matchup, right? They have 2 shields ready to go. They have Dragon Claws ready to go, and Lapras is extremely low. So a Surf shield bait right there gets the shield from Giratina Altar, and this Lapras is going to have to land an Ice Beam, which I don't think it has enough time to do so because they're at another Dragon Claw already. This, I don't think is going to be enough to take it out. But as long as they can do a couple more fast moves, they should be able to finish it off. Yeah, not able to take it out right here. Lapras has only one hope and prayer, and that's to land an Ice Beam. But thankfully, Varios was able to save a shield here and block the... It's actually a Surf, so maybe they have another Ice Beam? No, they don't. That is going to be a good battle. Giratina Altered again, closing the match out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this team. I think Snorlax and Giratina Altered in Open Ultra League are a very strong core, and you guys can change the lead around a lot. Today we saw that Gyarados on the lead, and it put a lot of pressure on your opponents to shield early because of the spammy nature of that Aqua Tail for neutral damage against a lot of the meta, and the fact that Dragon Breath really just starts to add up. And if you don't have an answer for it, it can shred through a lot of your team, like we saw with that Swampert and Alolan Muck. It took out the Swampert and nearly took out the Alolan Muck as well, and you just clean up super nicely with Snorlax and Giratina Altered. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.